Testing, testing. Alrighty. So, what up, everybody? I am Brandon, and today I'm going to be showing you about relatively a lot of things about DemonRush. So I am one of the few holders of Adriel. I have multiple of them, only two though. Yeah, no big flex, no big deal. No, I'm playing. So I am a judge. I am one of the better people to play the video game, or not the video game, my bad, to play the card game. And I just wanted to show everybody new coming into the game, if you haven't watched Mastar's videos about the card game already. And yeah, let's get this started. So you can only have up to minimum 40 amount of cards in your deck. I run 43, I believe. And then the max you can have is 60. No more, and no, you can't go under 40. You have to have 40 or somewhere in between 60 and 40. So I run a 43, and it's a solid deck. It's I still need to improve it. Definitely still wins me games. Just not every game I'm winning, but can't win them all. So yeah. So every single time we start the game, you got to shuffle. You don't. I mean, there's no. Obviously, you got to shuffle a decent amount, but there's no exact amount of times you have to shuffle, and then you have to cut every single time. There we go. So at the beginning of every single turn, people will roll. I got a 2. That's utter shit. But you will have to whoever rolls the highest out of the 2 gets to pick if they want to go first or second. So I got a 2, the other person gets a 5, he gets to pick if he wants to go first or second. But I'm gonna just start out first, obviously, because I'm playing kind of by myself. So if you go first, you draw 6 cards, because every single start of the game you draw 5. But since it's your turn, you draw a card every single time it's your turn, kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh or shit like that. Alrighty, so I draw my 5 cards. Draw for turn. And then every single start of your turn, you start with 10 Imperium, but there is cards that can increase your Imperium limit if they stay on the field for next turn, like Tiger. Let me see if I can find, yeah, right here. Tiger, this card right here can increase your Imperium limit by +2. So next turn, say he lives, I would start out with 12 Imperium, which is a pretty nice thing to do. And there's also cards like Church of Dominus that makes it so all my cards that I play are all holy cards that I play are -1 Imperium. So I play a 6 Imperium card, it only costs 5 to play. And then Church of Dominus will also allow me to go to 11 for my Imperium max. So it is a pretty hefty card and a really nice card to get out early. So I will start out by using my Soren's effect, which is once per turn during your turn, you can spend 2 Imperium to draw 1 card and discard 1. So that costs 2 Imperium. I go to 8 and I draw. Now I will discard a Provana because of the effect. And then I will play Dorn for 5 Imperium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Puts me at 3. Now, what Dorn can do is that I can rally, or once this card is rallied, I can resurrect any soldier except for a greater being from my cemetery to my field. So now I will rally back that Provana with 0 cost because of Dorn's effect. I don't know if you can see very well the glare. I'm sorry about that. And then now, I don't have any crazy combo cards, so my bad, guys. So now what I have is Sleeping Potion and Divine Intervention for defense. And I also have 3 Imperium left. So I will probably attack, but it is my first turn. For first turn cannot attack. So it can be a benefit and a con because say someone has a Divine Intervention for me. Well, I play Dorn to go to 3 Imperium. Say I get Divine Intervention, this goes back into my hand because of the card's effect. It does not get destroyed. It literally just goes directly back into my hand. And then I wouldn't be able to play it again because now I only have 3 Imperium and he costs 5. So it is kind of a cup. It's mostly for like greater beings or big cards. Like if I were to play Pravana right off the bat, she costs 7. So I would be absolutely fucked if someone Divine Intervention me. And I also have Sleeping Potion for my defense, which is probably one of the stronger, well, it definitely is one of the stronger spell cards in the game, but I don't know about the strongest. I would say probably Contradict is the strongest right now, just because it can just literally, like if someone contradicts the Sleeping Potion, well, now the Sleeping Potion just goes in the cemetery and now it's completely useless. So I will end my turn because I won't be able to attack. We'll probably play something. I'll probably have to use both Sleeping Potion and Divine Intervention. Because what Sleeping Potion does is you can select one fighter on the battlefield this turn. Its effects are negated and it cannot attack. So it's a super strong card. So say someone plays, let's just say Pahalia, which is a greater being. She's an angel and she can replenish 4 Imperium when she's rallied, but she costs 10. So if you get Sleeping Potion, you will not be able to gain 4 Imperium back, and you cannot even attack with that soldier. So now you are just at 0, and you're basically fucked. And then I could also Divine Intervention that, and you would go to 0, and then he wouldn't even be able to place anything. And then my next turn would be absolutely crazy. So I'll probably have to use these. That would cost me 2 Imperium. I would go to 1, and then he would probably end his turn because that's an absolute cup hand. And I go back to 10 because it's my turn, and then now I draw it. And now I will play Pearl Hawk for 1. I go to 9. Pearl Hawk's effect activates. I can when this card is rallied, you can search your deck for another Pearl Hawk card from your deck to your hand. So I will do that. And you can also play it, but you have to spend the Imperium. So I will play another Pearl Hawk to go to 8. And then the other one is top deck. So I add this one to my hand. I will not rally it, or I will not play it. Oh, and for anybody wondering, please just try to not say summon. When I first was playing the game, I would say summon a lot. Just please get used to the rally. It's rallying or play. So like I play Sleeping Potion, or I rally Pearl Hawk. It's just please get used to it, just because of how Yu-Gi-Oh is. This game is not Yu-Gi-Oh. And I think they own the copyright to summoning. So I just, for any newcomers, please just try to, rally play. So if you search for your deck for anything, you have to shuffle and then cut again. That's what I did. So I'm at 8 Imperium after playing 2 Pearl Hawks, and now I'll use Soren's effect to go to 6, and then I will draw. And then now I will discard that 3rd Pearl Hawk because we do not have combos yet. So he'll probably have, he'll probably have a soldier on the field. So I'll use Pravana to kill that soldier, and Pravana's effect will be that I get to replenish 1 Imperium and draw a card if you destroy a soldier. She does not work against soul tokens. Soul tokens are if you were to kill a greater being, a demon greater being, then they would die, and when they die, they resurrect. Well, they don't really resurrect, but they kind of become a 2-strength token after that. Like they can rally a 2-strength token after that. It is not a 2-strength soldier from your deck. It's literally just a 2-strength soldier that you can get. So like this, not a lot of people have these, but basically if you would just have like a dice, just put a 2 for a dice, anything like that. And now since I killed a soldier with Purvana, let's just say I'm killing a soldier with Purvana, I will replenish 1 to go to 7, and I will also draw. Now, I already used Soren's effect, which is really unfortunate. So now what I'll do is I'll rally another Purvana for 7. That puts me all the way at 0. But now I will also attempt to kill another soldier. I mean, it's really hard to kind of do play testing because of like, you don't like all this shit right here could not be on the field in some games. Like this one would probably get body obstructed, which if a card uses its effect, you can play body obstructed, basically just negate the effect or kill it. So say, but then the only reason I say kill it or negate it is because if I were to candle my Purvana that's going to get body obstructed, well, now her effects are gone, but she also lives. But say if I didn't have candle and someone played body obstruction on my Purvana, then she would just fucking die and go to the cemetery. But just for circumstances like this, I'm just trying to show everybody how to play. So, I mean, I'm not obviously going against another person. I will have videos about that later. I just need to figure out some stuff with the whole recording thing. And yeah, so I will kill another person with my other Purvana to go to 1 and draw. And now the only reason why I wanted to play that Purvana to go all the way to 0 and attempt to kill another soldier in +1 is that now I can candle any card I want if they were to die. So say if just for instance one of my Purvanas would die, I would candle, go to 0. And now he would probably waste all of his shit because Purvana is an 8-strength soldier. She's super strong. But she does get countered by, you know, sleeping potion, body obstruction. Anything gets countered by chains if you don't have a contradict. So I will actually probably have to use candle. And now I'll just say probably Pearl Hawks die. And yeah. All right. Let's go back to 10, draw for turn. Now I'll play Mahalia. And that's the exact card I was talking about. Let's get her out of the glare. And yeah, so I will go to 0, go to 4. And then I will play Seance, which is an extremely good card. If you have 3 soldiers on the field, you can play this card called Seance for 2 Imperium to search for any card in your deck besides a greater being and rally it for free. It doesn't matter how much it fucking costs. And the only thing it cannot be is a greater being. You can rally anything. You can rally a 1-strength soldier, 10-strength soldier. It doesn't matter. So right now, I'm going to rally Godfrey, and he's a pretty good card. He does get countered an absolute piss ton, just because of how incredible. Like he's not incredibly strong, but he's strong if you let him go. Because what he can do is that he can discard any spell card. You can discard any spell card to put your Imperium back to max. So what I'm going to do here is do that by discarding Ancient Coin. And Ancient Coin is when this card is discarded from your hand into the cemetery, I can draw 1 card. So I'm going to use Godfrey's effect, discard Ancient Coin, go back to all the way to 11 Imperium and draw because of Ancient Coin. And now I'll use Soren's effect to go to 9, draw, and discard another Ancient Coin. These are really, really, really strong. If you're not running these in Holy, don't even play a Holy. And now I'll also play Prayer Beads, which is another card that you should have 3 of. If you don't have 3 Ancient Coins and 3 Prayer Beads, don't play Holy. I'm just, obviously I'm kidding, but like it's, you have to like, you have to run. It's just like guaranteed. It's like guaranteed cards you should have in your deck. You should have 3 Renees, 3 Prayer Beads, and 3 Ancient Coins, and then you can build a deck whatever the fuck you want. But you basically have to have those 3 cards. So now I played Prayer Beads, and what Prayer Beads does is I can draw 1 card and replenish 2 Imperium. But it also costs 1. So you got the new people have to worry about that. So I'm at 9. I go to 8, and now I replenish back to 10. You don't have to do that. All you can do is just say I'm at the 9 again. I will just go up 1. That's the easiest way to do it. A lot of people will go back to 8 and then replenish 2. It's just a lot easier to go up by 1 because, you know. So now I will draw because of Prayer Beads. And then I will play Cemetery. You can check your cemetery anytime during the game. Now I will drop Adriel, and what Adriel does is that he wipes. Ooh, that's really bad lighting. This is the best card in the game. So there we go, big boy. So what Adriel does when he's rallied, he wipes the entire enemy side of the field, or at least soldiers. He does not wipe, say, Tower Babel, Church of Dominus, and then the evil ones. I'm spacing their name. Dark Portal and Citadel. There we go. But since Adriel costs 10, I go to 0. And if any angels were to be defeated or die, they get to replenish 10 because of their cemetery effect. So sometimes playing an angel is good for you, because even if I play Pahalia, she dies. Well, now I get 10, and now I get to basically like restart my turn basically with 10 Imperium. But that's only if she dies on my turn. But well, not the Imperium. I'm just saying, like, as far as if I wanted to keep continuously playing cards on the field, she would have to die on my turn. Yeah, and then so I will replenish 4 with Pahalia, and then I will play Godfrey for that from the 4 to put me at 1 Imperium. And then I'll use Godfrey's effect to discard Contradict, go all the way back to 12 because now I have 2 Godfreys. And then now I'll play Dorn for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I don't have anything cracked in my cemetery, so I will rally a Pearlhawk. And then just like that, I mean, combos can go off in this game. I mean, if I had rope, I could have double roped here and bet at 1 Imperium. Like, yeah, oh, fuck, yeah, my next card was rope. So I could have just did fucking like 100 damage to you. I do have the highest record right now, as far as I know. I've hit somebody for, I think, 228 damage. You only have 30 health. You can't go you can't go above 30 health. Each player start with 30 health. It's kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh's health points. Just way dumbed down. You don't start with 8 fucking thousand. You start with like 30 health here. And yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to show people, there is a lot of potential in this game. Like, nobody is really running similar decks besides what is meta right now. Demon, it's Cpasly Turbo and Cpasly Stun. Cpasly Stun is probably the best deck right now. But it is the most boring deck you can play. So if you wanna win games a lot, but if you want to be bored out of your mind, then go ahead, play fucking Cpasly Stun. But if you want to have a lot of fun, I definitely recommend Holy. Holy is just, no matter what deck you build with Holy, you will have a blast because their whole idea is to just basically replenish Imperium and just keep going and going and going. But Demon deck can do that too with the Cpacity Turbo, which is honestly super strong. Like you're talking about, you'll be able to draw like 12 to 14 cards in one turn if you get your turbo going, and it's absolutely absurd. But like Demon's turbo like kind of like fizzles after a while. So like they have Citadel, which you can only sacrifice one card a turn. And then you have 3 apples, which is that's 6 cards that you can draw right there from sacrificing 3 cards. Apple is that you can sacrifice 1 card, draw 2, and you can also replenish 2. It's like prayer beads. It's literally like prayer beads, but you have to sacrifice a soldier. And then you have 3 Urzins, which is the same sort of situation, except for Urzin is a card that you rally for 4 Imperium, and then you play like a Cemetery Hunter, which is also a one Imperium cost card. But the cool thing about the both of those cards is that you can Urzin can sacrifice a soldier. Now they go in the cemetery. But Urzin, you can vanquish him, so he will never come back from the game, to replenish 4 Imperium. And Cemetery Hunter, you can vanquish it to get 3 Imperium. So if you sacrifice the both of those soldiers, you only spent 5 Imperium to draw 2 cards. And what you can do is vanquish both of them to replenish 7 back. So say you play Dark Portal for 5 Imperium, put it in your structures, now you go to 0. Well, now you can vanquish both, go to 7, and use either Dark Portal's effect for another Urzin and play another Cemetery Hunter, which will be the exact same fucking loop. But this time you only spend 4 for that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you'll be at 3 Imperium. Now you do the same thing. You replenish 7, you go back to 10, you can play Greater Being, you can play Cpacity, you can play Arcog. You can pop off. You can pop off with Demon for sure, especially the Cpacity Turbo. It's absolutely nuts how gross the Cpacity Turbo is. But don't get me wrong, Holy still got its shit down. I mean, you can do some crazy ass shit with Holy. I mean, obviously I've hit somebody for 230 damage with Holy. So there's some shit you can do. And it's literally just matters on the draw kind of with Holy, because you only have 6 cards in the deck that allows you to draw again. But you don't get like 2 cards, or like I can't just continuously keep pumping and drawing kind of like the Demon deck can. But the problem with Demon deck is that, yeah, you can draw a fuck ton of cards, but now their whole draw power is fucked. After you vanquish 3 Urzins, 3 Cemetery Hunters, and after you fucking use 3 apples, you're like you don't have any more draw power. Like you're just relying on that 1 card after a turn. But you also have like 12 cards in your hand, so it kind of counters out. So if you can survive the onslaught, then you have a pretty high chance of winning the game. But shit happens, like where I get Mass Start of fucking 2 health, and then he's out of all of his draw power, and then he plays, and then he beats me. And it's super unfortunate terms of events, but you got to deal with it. That's just how the cookie crumbles. Let's see if I can get something cracked here. I can show you guys what the true potential of the Holy deck is. Draw for turn. 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the card I was also telling you guys about, is Renee. She is absolutely probably one of the most busted fucking cards in the game. So she only costs 2 Imperium, which is cracked. But she also has 5 strength, which is also kind of busted. So, and her ability or effect is that if once per turn, if this card would be destroyed, you can prevent it. So someone has to do 12 damage to you to kill her, because you cannot do 5 damage to her because they'll clash. And also, if you attack a soldier with the same amount of strength, they just clash. They just bounce off each other. Nothing happens. They don't both get destroyed or some bullshit. It just nothing happens. Like, it's just a clash. Like, they just bounce off each other, basically. So you would have to kill her with 6. I would prevent it, and then you would have to attack me with another 6. But that's not even including what's in my hand. So now, say someone attacks me with 12 damage, now I can candle, go to 7. But I can also sleeping potion, whatever the fuck. Say your team attacking me, but you can only do 6 damage to me with that team attack. If I sleeping potion one of the soldiers that's team attacking me, that one card that's also direct. So here, let me play this better. I'm not playing this card. I'm just showing you. Say, so this is 12 damage, right? But there's greater beings that have 12 damage. But Rush's ability is that he can pump a soldier by +1 and himself. So like you can pump Rush to 2 strength, or you can pump, like, say, my Renee up to 6 instead of 5. But say I'm attacking with 12 into, or 13 with Soren into a greater being that has 13. First of all, it will clash, because I mean that is a stupid fucking move, but I'm trying to show you how this kind of works. If he were to sleeping potion my Renee, my Pravana would hit him and I would die, because now Pravana does not have enough to kill the soldier. But he doesn't even have to have sleeping potion, because all he can do, I'm attacking with 13 is into his 13. If Rush pumps to 14, well, now I can't even do damage to you, and now my Pravana dies, but Renee will activate her effect and prevent her death. So it's, you kind of got to watch out for that. So the reason I got to 100, 230 fucking damage to somebody is because I had an Augustus out on the field and a Pravana. And what I did was I directed all of his little cards into Pravana, because Augustus can redirect one attack. It has to be an attack, not a spell card. Into Pravana, and her effect activated. So I got to draw 5 motherfucking cards and replenish 5 Imperium. And I got my perfect combo off. What I did was I had like 8 cards on the field and I double roped. And rope can stack because it does not say once per turn. So everything's boosted by basically 20 fucking damage. I think I had 9 cards on the field and church. So everything was boosted by technically 10, but I double roped. So now everything was boosted by 20 motherfucking strength. And now every card is doing, so Renee would do 25 damage instead of 5. Pravana would do 28 damage instead of, like, that's, this one card right here can one-shot you. And I had like 2 of them on the field. Almost one-shot you. And so it's kind of shit like that kind of gets a little crazy with the game. But you do have super close matches. It's if you're playing against people with the same amount of skill, your games usually last a lot longer. I mean, obviously, but I've had games. I've literally had a game where I decked out, like legitimately decked out, because it was just, yeah. I mean, this game is fucking awesome. If you love anything about a card game, you'll love this game. It's just so much fun to play. I'm severely addicted to this. I I stay up until 1 or 2 in the morning almost every single day. I get 3 to 4 hours of sleep every single night because how addicted I am to playing this game. It's just it's a blast. It's the most fun I've ever had, like legitimately. So I'm going to end my turn with 7 Imperium, and you're like, oh, well, why don't you play anything? It's because sometimes you also want to strategize what you're doing. because I have a contradict, candle, and a sleeping potion, which means I can kind of fuck anything. If he plays, if he tries to kill me and I use Renee's effect and he body obstructs, well, now I can contradict, go to 5. He places another soldier to kill me because I cannot prevent anymore. Well, now I can candle or a sleeping potion. And he basically can't do anything that turn, and he'll probably be fully exhausted to get over the Renee. So now I will say I'll probably use all 3 of those cards. Go to 10, draw for turn. And then now I will play Pervana to go to 3. And then I will kill one of his soldiers to go to 4 Imperium and draw. And now I'll play Godfrey for 3 to go to 1. Use his effect to discard Ancient Coin. Go back to 11 and draw. And now I will play. Oh, none of these are Pervana's attack. I'll play Pearlhawk to go to 10. Play another Pearlhawk to go to 9. And then bring the other one to my hand. I still have 1 card in hand. And then 2 after I bring that one into my hand. So I'm at 8 Imperium. Or no, I started 11, played 2, so now I'm at 9. I'll use Soren's effect, go to 7, draw. I'll discard Pearlhawk. I'll play Spirit Wolf for 2 to go to 5. I'll activate his effect. Spirit Wolf is one of the most fucking gross cards that Holy has, because so he can also rally like Spirit Wolf, but he's at 2 strength. But say I have 3 Spirit Wolves on the field and 2 of them die, and now I only have 1 on the field. Well, I can spend 4 Imperium to resurrect 2 more. It costs 2 Imperium to resurrect 1 from your cemetery. So technically, you would spend 4 Imperium to resurrect both back, and so you can just keep on just bringing those wolves out. So I'm gonna bring out another wolf to go to 3 Imperium. And now, like I was talking about, the last card in my hand is a rope. Now I go to 0, and now I fucking win the game. I just 2-turned you. I mean, obviously, if this works, I mean, there's other shit. Like, I mean, I'm just trying to give you the best perspective on what you can do in the game, because this is possible. What I showed you is mathematically possible. And, you don't need to fucking stack your deck to do it. I literally have just been shuffling, cutting, and just showing you how to legitimately play the game. And yeah, this is fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now all my soldiers are buffed by 8. That's 18. That's fucking like, wait, yeah, 9, 11. That's 29. And then that's already game. That's plus more game, and that's game. And yeah, just like that, you can just shit on kids. If this were to work, I would have just 2-turned you, because all I did was play Renee and my turn, and then now my next turn, I did all of this. And yeah, and if I had more Imperium, if I were to have 1 more card, say I had like a Divine Intervention in my hand, I would use Godfrey's effect to discard it. Or no, man, I'm stupid. Never mind. I already used Godfrey's effect to discard Ancient Coin to draw into the wolf, I believe. So yeah, just shit like that. It's really interesting to play the game. Yeah, you guys join our Discord, and also go to DemonRush.com. Mastar is pretty much out of booster boxes. There's only 2 of them left, but there is a whole bunch of starting decks, which you have to have. You have to have a Sorn and you have to have a Rush. So if you have to have a Sorn to play Holy, and then you have to have. What the hell's my Rush? Then you have to have Rush to play Demon. So, yeah. So, DemonRush.com. Join our Discord. It's a really great community. I'm a judge. So if you have any questions in Discord, just let me know. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Probably, a little bit amount of people see this, but I'm gonna keep trying to make videos every single day. I'm gonna try to record some live duels so you guys can get an actual scope on what you can do in this game. But yeah, I mean, it's a lovely community. Everybody's like at least decent friends ish. I mean, obviously, I haven't met any of these people for real, but I mean, they're really enjoyable people to hang around with. And if you love this game as much as other people do, you'll have a blast. So appreciate it. I'm out.